that could have season-long implications. As we'll see, the Louisville Cardinals taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cardinals offense will have the football first. Typically, you don't think of an offense built around its tight end, but they got no production from there last week. They'll need that to improve in this one, David.
Yeah, he's a chain mover. He's a red zone threat. That big old body, man, he's a matchup problem. So I think they definitely need to find a way to make sure that they're feeding the big fella, that they're using him in different ways. And listen, balance on offense is good. Still use the receivers, but Jesse, they can't forget about that now.
No, and I don't think you have to all of a sudden panic and all of a sudden reinvent your playbook offensively. You just got to execute better, and you got to give him more opportunities. I think that was one of the biggest problems their last game out. They just didn't throw it his way enough. That has to change today. He should be targeted really early in this game.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The give from the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. The Cardinals will punt it away on fourth down. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. So Penn State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession.
It's a crazy line.
Part of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football. Up-tempo spread, air. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches, and because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Got it behind the line. It's Hayes. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. Safe to say expectations have not been met. When you start a season in the top 5, you expect to contend for a playoff spot. Now they're sitting there unranked. What about just overhauling the whole program if they can't get this thing fixed?
Well, yes, and it's hard, man. It's hard when you start that high and then something happens and it starts to snowball. Momentum is a powerful thing. These are young kids, Jesse, and they got to find a way to swing that momentum.
They've had some tough losses, obviously some key injuries, but they need a win in the worst way possible. They have got to find a way to right the ship.
They're going to get one tonight.
Great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
A strike downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. Tagged out of the air. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
The Nittany Lions come to the line, trying to convert on 4th down. Pushes for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Quarterback making checks. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in, it's Jones. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Pulls it in, it's Wheeler. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Cardinals come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Handoff from the gun. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
To the ground, he's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. 8th play of the drive coming up. Right back to the well. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal blocking.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking.
So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. And now on second down for this offense. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. And the Cardinals didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. And the Nittany Lions come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half.
Great half, fellas. Great half.
The Cardinals will boot it away to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26.
And David, on 30 inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Welch. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake. Looking to buy time. It's a fumble. Well, the offense looks as if they fell the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
They're looking to throw on second and short. He's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. The Nittany Lions started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into into position to score. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Spins away from the defender. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the back. Touchdown, Penn State! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off you. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. UCF has the lead right now, but this night's crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet here inside the bounce house. They are up by just one over Boston College. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one. Breaks into the open. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Second down, he'll throw it. He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking. And something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Cardinals can really attack on this second and short. Out of the gun, the inside give. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. From the gun, running back gets to give. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. End off from the shotgun. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Quick strike complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll try the run. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Rushes on him. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stop the drive. He's inside the 40. The 20. 10. And with the interception, they'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And David, it's funny, I hear more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Jones. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise.
There he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Jones. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Creates a little space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Cardinals will have it first and 10. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. The Cardinals have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside the spot. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Well, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that was the biggest play of the game. They've got the lead offensively. They're trying to run this thing out. He coughs it up. The defense jumps on it. And all of a sudden, this game has a different feel.
Got the first down. Looking for more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They'll give it to him again. They make the stop.
Jesus Christ.
We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal block.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun to give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
They'll stop him short on third down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. Trailing by a touchdown, this fourth down opportunity is gargantuan. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
He lets it fly.
It was just slow.
Nothing but green grass down the middle. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach, and that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided...
Both at the worst possible time. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating.
I'm not even
to
in
some
this.
degree, wouldn't you say, guys?